In earlier videos, we've talked about how Russian expresses motion in more than one direction with ходить, when you're not using a vehicle, at least. For example, "Я ходил в музей" makes clear that you went and returned from the museum. You're presenting it as a completed round trip. We also saw how you can take a friend somewhere with that same nuance of a round trip using возить. "Я водил Олю в музей." And how both ходить and водить are used for going on foot or within a town when you're not mentioning a vehicle. But what if a friend is taking you to a dacha? It's outside of town, it's clearly not walking distance, or even maybe to Omsk, or Tomsk, or Yakutsk. Well, naturally, Russian has a verb for that, возить. We have the forms here. Я вожу, ты возишь, он, она возит, мы возим, вы возите, они возят. These forms might remind you of водить. We've got the same stress pattern and the same E conjugation endings. But watch out for one thing here that can be confusing. Can you see what it is? I promise there's no typing mistake on this slide. See it? Yeah, look at this. The ya forms happen to be identical. Я вожу, I take by vehicle, and я вожу, I take on foot. Now, this is not just the Russian language trying to make you crazy. It's really just a matter of common alternations or mutations in consonants. You may have seen other words where d alternates with zh, like молодой, моложе, and there are a few words where z also alternates with zh. Мазать, я мажу. So if d and z can both mutate, that is, turn into zh, well, then we happen to end up with these two forms that look the same. To be honest, возить is one of the last of the motion verbs that I got comfortable with, and I think it's because I was confused about this point. So both of these verbs are used for motion in more than one direction. Just remember that we use водить for motion on foot, and возить for taking someone by vehicle, transporting something, or driving somebody someplace. They do sound similar, and if that's confusing, it might be helpful to think of the d of водить as sounding like footsteps, and the z of возить can remind you of a motor. And let's be careful about one more thing here. The English word take is used in so many different ways. You can take a pill, you can take a shower, and so on. Возить is none of these things. Instead, just associate возить with this image. To be really clear, let's say that we use возить when we have someone driving or transporting someone or something in more than one direction over some longer distance, or when you mention a vehicle. Now you might be wondering, if we say возить for driving someone or transporting something in more than one direction, is there another word for the context of one direction? Well, this is Russian, so of course there is, and it sounds like this, везти. We'll cover this verb in another video. Let's look at a few examples. Я в течение 3 лет возила детей в Англию. В школьные годы возили несколько раз на экскурсии. Возили нас и к другой бабушке, в Белоруссию. Я вас сегодня в такси возил, помните? Summing up, we've looked at two ways to express taking someone somewhere for the context of round trips or motion with no particular destination. We can use водить to talk about taking a friend to a museum, someplace close by without a vehicle. But if we're taking someone to Lake Baikal, we'll certainly want to use some kind of vehicle, and the best word for this is возить. The conjugation is pretty similar to that of ходить and водить. But note that the ya forms of возить and водить are the same. Я вожу.